Know what type of goals that you want to have set. Think of the things you want to leave behind in 2025. Figure out what is pulling you from reaching your goal.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bells.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, hi. If you guys are new, welcome back. As you can see by today's video, today is going to be New Year's resolution tips video. Before we get straight into the video, make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you guys be notified anytime I upload a new YouTube video. And today is Vlogmas Day 6. Before we even get into 2026, think of what you want to set your mind to. Plan the goals you want to accomplish before heading into the new year and doing them so last minute. Know what type of goals that you want to have set, plan them, and then also if you guys want to, you can make like a vision board like on your phone, have it as your home screen as like motivation to do the goals that you have set for yourself is a really good one. Or you could just have one in your room that you made with like cutout paper or whatever. Also make lists of the goals that you want to accomplish for 2026. That's what I did. I had some goals set for 2025. And I'm gonna read them at the end of the video though, because I wanted to get straight into the video for now. Think of the things you want to leave behind in 2025, whether that is friends or just bad habits. Whether that be some clothes that you have in your closet that you haven't worn or like only worn twice out of the year. Also figure out what is pulling you from reaching your goal. Like I said, whether that be your friends or the bad habits that you have. If you guys are wondering, what habit do I need to quit or what habit should I keep for 2026? It honestly depends on how your habits affect you emotionally, physically, or mentally. The habits that you are thinking about quitting about might have an impact on you again going into 2026 that might affect you negatively, or the habits that you want to keep for 2026 that is very positive to your mental, physical, and emotional. And then also cut off people who are a bad influence. You guys know what I mean by bad influence. People who are just don't really help you make the best decisions when you're around with them, or just people that is just a really negative impact upon you. Easier to say than done, but cutting off people is like one of my strong things to do, or just ghost. It's good to communicate as well. Don't just like ghost them, but definitely try to communicate. And if they don't want to communicate about it, or just like being rude and being ignorant and just not being open-minded to what you're trying to communicate to them, then it's best to cut them off. And then also sometimes also depends on the situation, they might be manipulating you. So it's definitely good to cut off people who are a bad influence on you and people who just like affect you negatively to the point where you always have to question yourself or just them. Delete social media apps that are negatively affecting you emotionally. Whatever app you're on, if you're like getting so overwhelmed about, you know, what is being portrayed on that app, or just best to delete the app and start fresh on a new app, or just take a little break off of that app. You can like spend like less time on your phone, because I'm a person who's always on their phone I'm just on my phone a lot. And if you're that person who's like always on their phone too, definitely try to spend less time on your phone and try to keep yourself occupied and try to keep yourself busy, and just like get off the phone and touch some grass or something. Like, you know, spend less time on your phone. If you're someone who's very obsessed with their phone, it's best to spend a little less time on your phone for 2026, because it will have a positive impact. It will have a positive impact. Delete the apps that you don't use, because that's going to take up a lot of your storage. Delete the apps that you don't use, and also delete the photos that you have in your camera roll that you know that you've been meaning to delete for a while, but you never got to do it. So it is best to do it now, so that you don't have to worry about it in 2026 and the beginning of 2026 to add on more and more stress. If you're the person that wants to be healthy for 2026, it's best to eat less sugar in foods. Eat foods that has natural sugar in it, and also just eat healthier in general. If you're the type of person that wants to go and work out, you can go to the gym, or you can do at-home exercises, Pilates and yoga. Find a good hobby for 2026 and get rid of that bad habit. Try to find a new habit, definitely. When it comes to habits are really frequently, and it can also be hard to break, but definitely have a positive mindset, commit to work or school 100%. If you're a person that wants to have them good grades for college, high school, middle school, elementary school, whatever school, you just gotta commit. If you want to have them good grades for 2026, make sure you commit, listen in class, pay attention in class, ask questions. It's important to ask questions in class and also for work too. If you're a person that works in the office, your boss is doing a presentation, definitely ask questions, important questions that you want answers to. Don't be scared to not ask questions. Also, a good tip is to journal. I journaled in the beginning of the year, then I stopped completely. I need to get back to journaling because that actually really helped me, that I wanted to hold on, but I released them and it just felt very weightlifting. Definitely reduces stress. When it comes to journaling, it also helps you understand your true self and just yourself in general of the position that you're in. A really good New Year's tip is definitely to be nice to yourself. Forgive yourself even when you messed up and you're so mad at yourself. Always forgive yourself at the end of the day. We all make mistakes and that's a really big one. Sometimes as humans, we really hard on ourselves and we have to keep in mind that we all make mistakes. We're not ever perfect. No one's perfect. Be true within ourselves and know that we're really worth doing what we want to do and prioritize. Reflect on 2025. Reflect on the things that you regret, the things that were embarrassing, that were very enjoyable, sad, angry, happy, proud. Just reflect on 2025 and learn from the mistakes and learn from the choices that you've done and try to think of how you can have a better year than you had. Definitely set clear instructions for next year. Don't be just bland. Have a deep meaning to what you want to accomplish. Don't just say, I want to clean my room. Why do you want to clean your room? Why do you have that goal set? Everything. I know not everything has a deep meaning, but when it comes to setting specific goals and personal goals that will help you later on in the future, those are important. I should be taken not as lightly, because if we don't want to clean our room frequently, our room gets messy. Our room might have some trash in it and our parents might be getting mad at us. A deeper meaning and a deeper thought of what we want to accomplish. Have daily affirmations. Practice self-reflection. Maybe this year you didn't get to do any sports because you were stuck in between this sport and that sport. Make sure for 2026 you have one in mind, or if you want to do 2 a year, you want to do one in the beginning of the year, one at the end of the year, that is still fine, that is fine. But if you want to find a hobby, find that hobby. Make sure you want to fully commit to it and it's just not a quick thought of, oh, I wanted to do track. Next thing you know, the next week, you're thinking of cheerleading and you don't want to do track no more. So make sure that you really have your mind set to a hobby and stick to that hobby for 2026. That's really it for today's video, but before doing that, I'm gonna make sure I show you guys the 2025 resolution list I had for when I made it in 2024. Actually, I made it January 1st, 2025 in the middle of the night. But I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to show you guys what I accomplished this year and what I did not accomplish this year that I will want to accomplish for next year. My New Year's resolution was become nicer, have good grades, try to get an in-person school, hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, eat healthy, try out a new sport, create more friends and cut off some, get done with my blanket by April. If you guys were wondering what do I mean by blanket, I crocheted a blanket, but we're gonna get into that later. Stay out of trouble, get a lot of money, have over 200 by the end of the year, stay to myself more, be positive, ghost everyone for like 5 to 7 hours if needed. Spend more time drawing, crocheting, and reading for 1 to 2 hours. Become a better person, less mean, less angry, and more happy. And then lastly, make myself proud. And I made that January 1st, 2025, 1:53 a.m. This is what I made for myself in the beginning of the year. And I'm going to tell you guys what I have accomplished. I accomplished have good grades, become nicer, try to get an in-person school for high school, create more friends and cut off some, stay out of trouble, becoming a better person, being less angry and more happy, and making myself proud. That is the ones that I accomplished this year. The ones I did not accomplish was hit 500 by the end of the year, eat healthy, try out a new sport, get the blanket done, get a lot of money, stay to myself more, be positive, ghost everybody, and spend more time drawing, crocheting, and reading. And what I mean by I didn't accomplish being positive, I'm not even gonna lie, this year has like not really been the best for me. You know, there was a lot of things that happened to me, definitely, that had a negative impact on me for a while, that I like grown out of so last minute into the year. So that's why I didn't really check off, you know, me being positive this year. I don't know why I put ghost everybody for 5 to 7 hours, because I don't know why I did that. But that is the New Year's goals that I had set for myself and that I have accomplished. I definitely accomplished less than what I did not accomplish, which is honestly okay with me, because at least I had over 5 goals that were achieved. I'm grateful for that. My New Year's resolution, I'll just name one. My New Year's resolution is definitely to be consistent with YouTube. I remember at the beginning of 2025, I was really not that consistent. To get consistent with my YouTube, and that's really one of my goals for 2026. I did not get to try out a new sport I thought I was going to be able to. No, I didn't get to. I did get money, but I spent it all. And I do not have $200, not no more. This is the end of this video. I hope this video helped you of what goals to set and help you try to have the mindset that you want to have for 2026. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys go like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you guys know notified anytime I upload a new YouTube video. And I'll see you guys in Vlogmas Day 6.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell.